What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to check out the Lord of the Rings Boromir statue by Prime 1 Studios. So this bad boy's limited to 400, just one edition. The bonus version, $9.99. So it's good to see it's less than $1,000. It does come with two portraits. You know, you get this like open teeth gritted mouth, which I actually prefer that portrait versus the closed mouth. I think that makes more sense in this scene. But it's really meant to pair with their Lurtz statue, like really having him with the arrow pose, Aragorn, Sean Bean, Ned Stark, such a phenomenal actor. I really like Sean Bean. There's the portrait. Overall looks pretty good. I really like the hair. I think the hair looks great. All the individual strands, his beard looks good, teeth, he's dirty. Like dirt on his face. Yeah, I definitely prefer the portrait on the left. On the right. I just like the expression better. Overall likeness, it could be better. I feel like the left loses the likeness a little bit. Right looks a little bit better. But yeah, if I ever got this, I'd only display the right head. Pose, here's the thing. This is definitely like a top shelf statue. Otherwise, you're just going to be looking at hair and a cape. Because that's a very unique pose. It's like angled down, arms to the side. So it's kind of like difficult to display like straight on because you just don't have good angles. Kind of need to display it a little to the side. So it's only 51 centimeters tall, 45 wide, 48 deep. Base is quite simple. You have a tree stump, a statue, a bunch of like leaves. It does seem to have two arrows. And the pose kind of reminds me like he's swinging the sword, either fighting the orcs that are still coming at him, or he's trying to, swing at a arrow to, dodge it. He's bleeding from it, which looks cool. See that green, like, necklace thing, which I think Aragorn took. The Horn of Gondor. And the sword, I'm sure that's a metal sword. They even got like leaves on the statue, which is pretty cool. That statue looks awesome for sure. And it's like old. Nose and arms are off. Armor looks excellent. Textures. It's definitely great, and I would get it if I had the space. But as you guys have seen in my Lord of the Rings setup, I am just strapped for space. Unless I expand Lord of the Rings. Yeah, there's the base. Overall, I do like the base. The leaves, dirt, trees, the roots coming out of the ground all look excellent. Like this would look good next to Lurtz with like a life-size Horn of Gondor as a prop next to it. Decent edition size, decent price. Of course, I would have loved it to be like $600. 20 inches tall, so Lurtz isn't super tall. I forget honestly how tall he is, but he's like 20, I'm thinking like 20 to 22 inches, something like that. So I feel like this would pair good with Lurtz. Overall, it's the best Boromir statue I've ever seen. It's not going to be a sure centerpiece. No. Sauron is a centerpiece. No other Lord of the Rings is a centerpiece. I guess maybe you could say Gandalf. So I have every statue in this line, but this is the first I don't plan to buy right now unless I decide to expand Lord of the Rings. However, for me to expand Lord of the Rings, I would have to sell off some statues. And it all kind of depends what else Prime 1 comes out with, because I don't think this is going to sell out anytime soon. Even with, that edition size of 400, let's face it, that's more than like, other characters. I swear, what's the Witch King? 400. Okay, so he's sold out at 480, but he's exceptionally cool. You look at others, like what's Legolas? 650. Okay. Frodo, 700. So it is on the lower edition size for sure. All right, what is Lurt's size again? 24 inches. Okay. That's to the top of the bow, though. He was 250 and 300, so still more overall. Similar price as well. I really wish they would have showed a photo of Lurtz next to him. You know, it's kind of baffling that. So Gimli, same edition size, low stock. You know, so you can still get Gimli. Gandalf, one of the most popular characters, he's only 200 and 150, so 350. You know, he is sold out on both. I got my PO in. You know, so I'm getting this ultimate version. You know, but right now I simply do not have space for Boromir. In the way I would consider it is, let's say Prime 1 does their next level event and they showcase Merry, Pippin, Sam, Saruman, and they're like doing the full-blown fellowship, then yes, I would get Boromir. I'd be like, okay, we got to make some space. I'm getting the full fellowship. I don't feel like they're going to do Merry, Pippin, and Sam. They'll probably do Saruman, and I'd, you know, probably get it. No, I'd get it. But I just don't think they're going to do the other hobbits, so they won't complete the fellowship. If they don't complete the fellowship, I'm not getting Boromir. You know, but we'll see as time goes by if I get Boromir. Again, my shelves, if I had like two 60-inch shelves, I could make it work. But right now on the 48-inch, I'm kind of limited to 3 statues or 2 big ones on each side. And there's just no space for him. You know, so it sucks because I do want it, but I just definitely don't have the space. And I couldn't fit it top shelf either. Although, I'd have to get Gandalf and see if I removed my Pure Art Sauron helmet to see if I could make it fit. You know, like behind Gandalf, for example. Like you go Boromir, Gandalf, Frodo. That's kind of the only way I think I could fit it. You know, freaking go to... How deep is this guy again? Let's see. 45, 48. So, I mean, he's still a decent size. Yeah, I mean, if I had the full garage shelf, I could definitely fit it, but it's Sherry and Sauron on the bases, so I just don't know I could fit it, honestly. Even if I removed the Pure Arts thing, it's super tight, but that would be the best spot for it. Like, let's say hypothetically I could fit it, I'd probably get it, because then I could pair it with, you know, Gandalf and Frodo. You know, so that my whole vision is to do all Lord of the Rings, like good guys up top, villains below, but just have Sauron in the middle. It's kind of like, you know, my vision for Lord of the Rings. You know, but I'm definitely not pre-ordering it. I'm going to get Gandalf, look at space, measure. If I can fit it, I'll get it. You know, like I would give up the Pure Art Sauron helmet to get this. Although I do really like that. But I would sacrifice it for the 1/4, which is my primary focus, of course. Because overall, I do really like this line. Yeah, the only other way to make space is if you sold off or moved Turtles and G.I. Joe, and then you'd open up 2 big garage shelves for lots of Lord of the Rings. At that point, we could definitely get him and get more. You know, like, that's one way I could do it. You know, but... Anyways, folks, let me know. Are you guys picking up Boromir? Do you think he's necessary? Do you think I need to, you know, get more space for Lord of the Rings? I mean, for me, it is the best trilogy ever made. And I love the movies to death. I watch them every year. You know, I do love my Turtles, and I love my G.I. Joe as well. And it is something unique and different. I can't see myself selling the Turtles. I could probably sell G.I. Joe, but not the Turtles. I would not sell them. They are very important to me. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think of Boromir. Do you plan to pick them up? Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.